A lot of time during professional sports, whenever somebody new pops up on the scene, especially during the draft time of whatever particular sport it is, a lot of analysts and experts, they like to make comps, which is short for comparisons to previous players or established players already in their individual league right now. Now, for a guy like Kemba Walker, the immediate comp or comparison that came up was for Kyrie Irving. And a lot of people were saying that, oh, Kemba Walker is Kyrie Light, or Kemba Walker is Kyrie Jr. Now, to someone who's made it to the highest league in the land, that might get kind of irritating after a while. But when you think about the career of the Hall of Fame player, one of the greatest players of all time to touch a basketball, I'm talking about none other than Kobe Bean Bryant. They were saying that he was the poor man's version of Michael Jordan. I'll take it. What's happening? I'm Ironman from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records. You know who I am. You know what I does. I represent them Los Angeles Lakers for life. Hence the banner to my side. Yes, we are talking about the Boston Celtics. They played none other than the Charlotte Hornets, who are playing very well under the radar due to the fantastic play of a man who is in the last year of his contract, Kemba Walker. Yes, they showed up in Charlotte Stadium, whatever their arena is called, but they showed up to have a good game. And the Celtics, they are, for them, they are struggling right now to get some consistency. So this game was very important, for Charlotte to establish themselves against another against an Eastern Conference power, to see where they stand, as a good gauge, a litmus test, for the status of their team. And for the Celtics to beat a good up-and-coming team, it's pretty good. And to get back in that winning groove and, get some confidence and some momentum going into this holiday time. Okay, but I don't know how many people actually watch this game because, Charlotte Hornets, they don't put up big numbers. They don't have a super huge fan base. It's not the biggest city in the world. But you should have been watching it because it was a very hard-fought game. It was entertaining. It was exciting. It was high-scoring. It had superstars making superstar plays. You couldn't ask for too much more, especially for a game in November. This was it. This was definitely it, and you had star power on both sides, and they did not disappoint. The game was very close fought. I don't know, like I said, I don't know how many people actually saw it, but if you did, you had the opportunity to make sure and go and check it out because very close fought. Let me tell you just how close this game was. I'm going to tell you already, though. The Charlotte Hornets did, in fact, win this game 117 to 112, so they won by 5. Don't even worry about the spoiler. I'm not trying to give you the stats and all that other nonsense. I'm trying to give you a different perspective, different point of view. Let me tell you what I gleaned from this. The game was super, super, super close and evenly played and well matched during the entire game. Let me tell you how close it was. Al Horford, consummate professional. This guy is a consistent reserve all-star. This guy, he just gets everything done, whatever you need, and with no trouble. he's just a great teammate, just a great teammate to have. Al Horford, he took about 6 shots, had about 8 points. Now the backup center, or not the backup center, but the starting center, Cody Zeller, kind of a journeyman for the Hornets. This guy took 8 shots. He took 7 shots and scored 7 points. Pretty evenly matched. Then you've got the number 2 guy, the shooting guard, Jayson Tatum, who everybody is expecting to be that number 2 guy to Kyrie. This guy right here, he took 15 shots, scored 20 points. Jeremy Lamb, he is the shooting guard for the Charlotte Hornets, who the Rockets should not have given up on, but I'm going to cover that definitely in whatever happens to Daryl Morey. We're going to talk about that at another time, but this guy's the starting shooting guard for the Hornets. took 13 shots, scored 18 points. Pretty close again. Scary Terry Rozier for the Boston Celtics. This guy played 19 minutes, scored 8 points. Backup point guard for the Hornets, Tony Parker from San Antonio Spurs fame. I don't like to give them any love, but as much as I don't like to give the Celtics love, but he's the backup point guard for them. He played 20 minutes, had 7 points. Okay, this was a totally even match game for both teams. And when you come down to the superstar players, I'm talking about Kyrie Irving. He took 25 shots, and you guessed it, Kemba Walker took 25 shots.
After dropping a 60-piece on them Sixers the other night, what will Kemba Walker do for an encore? Out the gate, splash, good shot. I guess y'all done seen enough of this other night. And I can play defense. Oh, look at this year-round step. Good move right around Marcus Smart like he wasn't even there. Can't guard him on a fast break. Can't guard him in the half court. Splash. This boy is still on fire. Hold it up. Tony Parker, the consummate championship professional, setting up Kemba. They said he did have 4 turnovers on the night, so let's get the ball out of his hands. Let's set him up. And look at this. Coming around the screen, Cody Zeller, and the splash. Al Horford, it just wasn't close enough. You got to do better than that. They said we're going to run the same play, but you know what? I'm a sidestep and splash. Let the crowd know this is my city, my town. Appropriately enough, ends the game with the ball in his hands. Kyrie couldn't do nothing with him, even though he had 27. Paul Pierce says he's elevated himself to top 5 point guards in the rim. I don't know if he's that high, but there's a lot of buzz. He may be an all-star.
Now, after seeing those highlights, I'm sure you gotta be wondering, well, what was the difference in the game? Why did the Hornets come out on top? The Charlotte Hornets, from three, they shot about 36%, which is a little bit below or almost right at the league average. It fluctuates daily. But the league average for shooting threes for a team, the percentage, so they were about right there, 36. They didn't shoot the lights out, nothing like that. They didn't have a Steph Curry out there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, the Splash Brothers or the Rockets. Okay, but they shot about the league average, 36%. The problem is the Boston Celtics shot about 28%, about 8 percentage points lower, and that was a difference. Not only that, it's not like you had some guys off the bench who were just chunking up threes who shouldn't have been shooting. Even Marcus Smart, I think he had like 4 3-pointers. That game. And so things were going well. The problems was with Kyrie. He went 1 for 8. 1 for 8 from 3. That's why he ended up with like 27 points. And Kemba Walker, who ended up with like 43 points, he went 7 of 13 from 3. And that was a difference in the ball game. If you can appreciate the difference between my channel and other channels, make sure you subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video. If you think they may enjoy the content, feel free to share this with your friends, your families, your homies, your neighbors, your BFFs forever, your boss, your co-workers, your fans, and your followers. I'm Ironman from the music group theLottory, Showtime Records, and it's just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed.